从今天开始，我们和2位德国专业乐迷一起看月下大结局。
他们是西方现代音乐活字典冷峻哲人于礼安。
I think I have a pretty diverse interest in music.
身长2米，最爱重型音乐，巨人鼓手麦克斯。
I guess my rating will be probably pretty low.
这一轮他们俩的状态是
My heart is dead and empty.
My soul is crushed.
So what?
看完月下。规则不变，他们猜测观众排名，猜对多的那位获得惊喜大奖。
Amazing.
口红键盘，口红键盘。
哇哦！
大奖究竟花落谁家 ？Next band is Forgotten Club.
Yes.
Yeah.
So great
A
to
lot
see
of
them
female
once
singers
more.
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, because all of the female singers are voted out. So. Great. I mean, very powerful, very, the lyrics also very strong. A lot of quite, like, I don't want to say complicated, but a lot of very, what's the word? You know, I'm missing the word
Technical?
for words.
The guitar was pretty technical.
No, I meant words. I mean the lyrics. A lot of complicated words. A lot of I don't want to say complicated.
Eloquent.
Eloquent phrasings and formulations. The music reminded me a lot like nu metal, especially in the beginning. Especially the drummer. He did this perfect nu metal double bass where like only for one beat like. Like not playing double bass, but only like do brum. He did like very Deftonesy, Korn kind of vibes.
I wrote down Foo Fighters, but it goes into the kind of same age direction.
Yeah, but I would say Foo Fighters was always more tame in terms of was more rock than metal. But
metal.
Yes, very much in this 90s, early 2000s kind of rock
definitely.
metal theme. But then it was. I feel it was like balanced in a very good way with the singing. So the singing was not a lot like this kind of music. Maybe in the end, but in a good way, because I feel with a lot of nu metal bands, the singing kind of ruins it because it's always so over the top and so cool and like attitude-y. I think we had this talk with Comms. Where I was like saying Chinese Limp Bizkit, where he, with his attitude, he kind of ruined the. I mean, it was also kind of good, but also I remember this discussion.
Yes.
But her energy with the lyrics, with this kind of don't hide yourself, break the rules, come as you are, and then the finale. Where she was just shouting was also so genuine because I think she really feels this pressure of like hiding her quirks and being conformative. And here, I'm pretty sure that they will not going back in, because it's kind of this thing. If you break all the rules, you get punished. Kind of this direction. This is why you usually don't break the rules, because you try to conform for like a goal. But here they're just like break the rules, go all out. I can really vibe with that.
Yeah. I really liked her performance. She almost looked scared at the end when she was screaming and like walking backwards. Or maybe cornered is a better word. Yeah. And I really liked the outfits. I thought the drummer had a really cool style.
Yeah, it was very new metal-y.
Yeah. A little bit like new metal cholo.
Yeah.
Cholo, yeah.
Yeah.
Very true. And what do you think of his mouth? I want to ask.
The drummer?
Drummer's mouth.
Yeah, because it was like...
You cannot... When you drum, no one can judge your face. This is the golden rule.
Exactly.
Never judge a drummer's face. High concentration.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna always like their first performance best, because in my head it became really iconic, because it was one of the first performances that was really memorable, but also had a very catchy chorus that I could remember. Like I still remember the time to pick me up, inside your pickup, face the facts and go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my god.
And yeah, this performance was a lot like the first performance. I think if this was the first performance I saw, I would have probably have similar feelings for that.
But I think the melody is not as catchy as the first for
Probably,
me.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Also, the lyrics in the first performance are just really great.
Yeah, I guess I'm... Sorry?
Yeah, like you can tell that this melody was built on the guitar riff, kind of.
Yeah, I think guitar riff first, then the melody.
For sure.
For me.
Yeah, the guitar riff was really cool. I like the guitar riff. I think I've said this before. I don't know if I said this about Forgotten Club, but this guitar riff reminded me of RX Bandits.
This guitar riff.
Yeah, because it had the really fast in between strumming. Yeah.
Haya.
This time, I had similar feelings to what you said about the Fulu Show performance. That it didn't work out as much for me without the flashy showpieces and the big performance. I probably would like this song 1 point out of 10 better if just the steel guitars were nylon guitars. This took me out of it a lot, because I guess it's like weird to say, because what they're doing is world music, but this type of music with the steel string guitar immediately, especially with the stage show with the folk machine, just makes me think of like Western folk music, like medieval type folk music. Yeah,
Actually, this song is also a very like ancient song from like her.
That's what I mean. That's why it's weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they kind of rearranged it for their instruments and probably also the singing. But still, it's an ethnic song from a regional place that's far away from Europe. But still, it reminds me of this European type medieval music.
Maybe they also played it with steel string in this like the regional area.
Maybe, yeah.
So then it would be more like something from you.
Yeah, of course, it's obviously something from me. It's just my unfortunate associations that I have with the sound of the steel string guitar, with this type of music, and this type of stage performance. I'm gonna say that I really, really liked the last part of the song. I really like the guitar playing these like quiet harmonics. Is that what you call it? Flageolet? Harmonic?
Flageolet, yeah.
Yeah, flageolet is German, right?
Yes.
I think in English you say harmonics.
Yes, you say harmonics.
Yeah.
Right.
The guitar playing these like quiet harmonics on top of the Pferdekopfgeige, horsehead violin.
That also play the flageolets.
Yeah. This part I really like. This really elevated the song for me. But before that, the first half of the song, I didn't like as much as the haya performance.
Okay.
Except the singing. The singing was great as always.
I think since I'm not a guitarist or acoustic guitar lover, I think I never thought about it, but I think I really like steel strings. I really like the sound. However, I agree with you. For me, it was also like what I said about Fulo Show. It's not so much. I mean, the set pieces and the show and the stage are of course a part of it, but for me, it's also a lot. Which other like kinds of music are in there, in the performances, because like I said with Fulo Show, the celebrity, there's this experimental part and some electronic part, and I feel and with haya as well, with haya slash of course, but also with Papillon, it was also very musically there are like more modern elements in there. I feel at least, maybe not, and also that it's a cover maybe. I feel that I always need this packaging. Like so it like finds the way into my heart. It kind of needs to pass those kind of tests. Okay, is there at least some metal in it? Okay, you can go through. Kind of like this. It doesn't have to be metal, of course.
Okay.
And I guess I feel that it's probably true for everyone in a way. You always need to find your personal reference point to like something and to. If you're a trained musician, of course, you have a very broad spectrum. You can find a lot of those reference points. And now they played a song, and I think, I'm not sure, but in my memory, this is like more like the very first performance than the in-between performances.
I don't think it's similar with any performance.
Maybe the first Yehaitze.
Probably this is what I thought. But I also thought about that it's probably great music, and this is also, of course, haya quality, singing, beautiful, the instruments probably also very, very well played, very professional. But to me, I just couldn't find this, like the reference point to really go in there. Because like I never listen to world music or like classical folk music. And so it's very difficult for me to go in there.
五条人
Oh! Unstoppable.
Unstoppable force of nature.
Literal bottleneck.
他真的爱上了钱，在一个有星星的夜晚。Just when love will come on the beautiful starry night。好听啊，是要我讲实话，说到我就讲了。他真爱阿强，手饭里有只蟑螂，5条人有6个，七上八下9只烧鹅。
is happening?
He's gonna stage that.
What was that?
Oh.
No, I mean what's happening in the song.
It's like intermission.
最后一遍一起唱。
Said one more time. Again, together, everyone. It landed up on the juror's list. You see it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Security's probably having a really bad time.
Oh, what a good shot. To say this.
Yeah.
8 minutes.
They're so great.
Wow. Is it mine?
Yeah.
Okay. This was definitely my favorite Wood performance. This was
Yes?
my favorite performance today. This was I was like throughout all the phases of the song I was already thinking about how could I describe like what's happening here. Well, in the beginning it was like quite normal, but all already like on the brink of being strange.
Yeah, Soviet pop style.
Maybe.
Again.
I didn't have this association. Like, obviously, then, like, retrospectively, now I can say a lot of changes. A lot has happened in the song, but like throughout the song, it was like, okay, what is actually now happening? What is now in this song? It was this like relatively normal song, already quite good, quite enjoyable. Then I think this was I try to, if I'm thinking about like a criminal case, I'm trying to I'm trying to go through all the facts, like the timeline. I try to rebuild establish a timeline. Yes, like okay, then he started the guitar solo, kinda. This was like in the next step. There was probably a lot of stuff in between. And then the strange flute started, which was like the...
Is it a recorder or is it some
No,
kind of
it's
oboe type?
It's a xylophone.
Yeah.
It's similar to a saxophone or a clarinet. It's a
yeah.
single reed or woodwind instrument.
Yeah.
But it was so deep and
It was
so
so deep.
powerful
Yes,
while
really.
being so small.
Yeah,
And-
I really want to buy it now. It's so small, it's so easy to take it
Yes,
when you're
it's
on tour.
Really
It's
good.
probably really hard to play though.
No. It's a beginner-friendly single
yeah?
reed instrument.
Let's buy it, like
Yes.
everyone
Okay.
of us.
Maybe this is the blowing instrument I always wanted to play.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so then the guitar solo and then the strange flute. I will stick on strange flute. The strange flute started, and then I was like, okay, nice, like a strange instrument interplay. We have seen this a few times. He would play for a few seconds, and then it's gone. And then he established the next phase of the song. Like this instrument was the main part of the song, but it kind of also got into this guitar solo because he didn't really stop playing a solo. He was kind of
Yeah.
playing along, and I'm very sorry if it would be the last time. If the drummer would also have started to play something weird, this could have actually been a Mars Volta passage.
Yeah, I knew it.
But because the
Yeah.
flute was like, and he was like,
I knew it was coming.
it was just the drummer. Like the drummer was like holding it together, unlike Mars Volta, where the drummer was like, yeah, the bass player, of course, but the bass player has like no choice. The bass player, someone has to hold the stuff together. In Mars Volta, the bass player is always, he's like the glue. Without the bass player, Mars Volta wouldn't work. Because the drummer also starts to go crazy, and like everyone's going crazy, it's just the bass is like,
Poor
okay.
bassist, yeah.
They actually broke the rules. I mean, this
Yes.
was 8 minutes long. He
Yeah.
walked into the audience, which was probably forbidden due to like Corona things, and also
A little bit, yeah.
due to security reasons.
And he landed up on the jury's
Yeah, and
platform.
then he climbed out of the jury, and the song was just like going on. The
Yeah.
strange flute was still playing, like after 4 minutes. I mean, the strange flute played its own song. You could
Yes.
only take this part, and it would be like a song. And then he walked out there, and it's like, I don't care. I'm out anyways. Like what I said, like last episode and the episode before, I wished they would be like a Big Bang thing, because they're probably, if they knew they're out, or if they think they're out. They should just do something ridiculous, something crazy, and this was it. I will write the question mark.
Okay. Will you?
Yeah. I don't even think I need to talk about the music. Max already said everything
Sorry,
I wanted to
went
say.
off.
But I can say a little bit more. I have this like ever evolving top 10 list of the bands that I like the most in this show, and Wu-Tao-Ren has been constantly on like 10th place, even though there are bands that are musically rate higher. Wu-Tao-Ren, I just have to respect the hustle. I just have to give credit to like the way they just keep coming back like a zombie or something. They're just so undestroyable, and yeah, I really like this performance too. I thought it was really strange. I thought it was really memorable. And I can't believe you haven't mentioned the stash. I really like the stash.
This is makeup.
What?
So
Really?
yeah, this
Oh, it's good makeup.
Very good.
Before we started recording the first Dircha episode, I actually shaved my pandemic mustache. So it made me miss my own mustache.
Similar style.
Yeah. And also one sentence of English.
Yes.
Then fall in love with
Oh
God.
yes. Like out of the blue, and then it's over.
Yeah.
Really.
But this sentence is actually perfect if you know the original lyrics. It's 阿珍爱上阿强. It's Jane fall in love with John with the Chinese pronunciation. It's exactly the thing.
They are so common English names that they're actually the placeholder names for unidentified persons.
Yes.
You say Jane Doe or John Doe for a person that's unidentified. Yeah.
It's perfect. The translation.
For me, it's a new approach by Wu-Tao-Ren that they did something new, like they added a hip-hop element.
Oh yeah, this part. I forgot.
Hip-hop element.
I forgot in the timeline. I forgot that part.
The rapper is one of my favorite rapper there in China.
Yeah.
He's really, really good at writing lyrics.
Yeah.
So he is not a part of Wu-Tao-Ren.
No,
right?
it's
okay.
actually Wu-Tao-Ren said, okay, we missed this like celebrity collaboration thing, and also we missed this rearranging thing. So maybe we do everything together this time. Yeah, for 8 minutes.
Yeah. Last band.
Woman.
Oh,
yeah.
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 We've already seen them in the audience.
Chunji.
Wow.
Really steel string heavy episode.
熟悉的一切会很快去改变，在脸颊上留下了打湿过的痕迹，跟随着它，青春无比甜美，失去了不会再来临。多年以后，我没有忘记，在那个陌生的房间里。
Yeah, before I say your statement with the steel string guitar, I just want to say I have the same relationship with cajon as you have with steel string guitar.
But I can identify with this way more, I guess.
Okay. There was so many guitars. Why do you need so many guitars?
Steel string.
I just really didn't like it. I'm sorry. Okay. I could tell that there was some gravity that I wasn't getting Especially when he was speaking and he was very, very deliberate and he had these like hand motions accompanying. I could tell that something was going on that I was supposed to get, but I'm not getting. And this kept me a little bit interested, but other than that, I really didn't have anything to grasp on. Okay. It was I was reminded when I was a kid, I used to play in a guitar orchestra.
Guitar orchestra?
Really?
Yes.
What's this thing?
Yes, it's a really weird thing. Something that just to keep kids busy, like when you know, like 12, 13-year-old kids playing guitar, they can't play in an actual orchestra. So if you can to do something to play with other people together, we had this like guitar teacher from my city who was like very engaged in teaching students, and he did these like rearrangements of like very famous guitar songs for like 8 to 9 guitars, where you had like a melody section. Yeah, I know. This reminded me of that. I don't know if this is like an unfortunate association that also took away from the song for me. And then also at the end, like I thought it dragged a lot. The last melody was again emblematic of the kind of sing-along stadium style music that we've criticized before, that we didn't like, or I at least. Max, I think too, yeah. And just really not a lot for me to hold on to.
Okay, Max?
I don't really have something to add, and I can also only tell stories about something entirely different. For example, on the latest RJ record, they have this version of House of the Rising Sun, which is played with 30 guitars, but you cannot hear it. Okay. You can only hear it if you know it, and then it's only very subtly, like finger move and like string movements. But then you kind of realize that it's like this super full body. And this is the way you use a lot of guitars. So you don't. No, I also have no whatsoever connection with the song. I was kind of like we talked before. At some point, I was like, okay, you didn't listen to the song for 1 minute. Concentrate. Did you know the video? This drummer's on the wrong gig. No, it's super famous.
It's really funny.
We can watch it. It's like a drummer really going at it at this like super toned down like pop classical concert.
I think it's a Korean show, right?
Okay, I know.
Show?
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah,
okay.
and this drummer reminded me a little bit of it because he was like, his face was and he was also going at it. It was like super normal rhythms, but going strong. Probably what I like most.
Yeah, I think maybe we do this because you guys already know we're going to have a special ranking session tomorrow, right? But I really want to hear you analyze this a little bit, and then we can do the ranking tomorrow.
But I have one question. Does it mean that the keyword is not revealed until tomorrow? Who gets the keyword?
Of course.
Okay.
Okay, so
it's super difficult.
I have my personal ranking, which is Wu-Cha-Ran was the best performance tonight. I liked Fulu Show better than Hyper Slash, so Fulu Show is 2 and Hyper Slash is 3. Then is Haya. Then for me is Forgotten Club, Quincy Big Shark, Full Idiot, Muma.
Okay.
I think I wouldn't change much about it in my expectation with the audience's rating. I would probably rate Forgotten Club lower and Quincy Big Shark lower, and then Full Idiot and Muma higher. Maybe just flip the bottom half upside down.
Then divide it by 3 and then
and then also Hyper Slash and Haya would have to be lower. But I still think I really think Wu-Cha-Ran and Fulu Show will advance.
Okay.
Fulu Show maybe wishful thinking.
it would make sense for Fulu Show and Haya to come back because they were the least the last ones to go out. With Hyper Slash, not so much, because Hyper Slash throughout the last round they got low points, and now they did the Hyper Slash thing. Why would they now have a lot of points? So I kind of am sure that Hyper Slash will not come back. So you are sure that Would You Rather will come back?
They have to.
I'm not really sure, but I would also, my tendency would also to agree with that. So from a personal rating, I would put Hyper Slash down. I would probably not think that Forgotten Club will return. So I am like in between Fulusho, Haya, and Would You Rather, and the bands that will probably come back.
Fulusho, haya and Would You Rather. Okay.
有点是反过来的，我们有点练颈椎。嗨，
元气，
元气，
运气，
运气。
名场面。
哇！